Good Sunday morning, everybody. Good Sunday morning. All right. Well, thank you all for being here. For the people that are new to Sunday mornings, not a tarot card pull. Although we do use tarot cards. This is more of us trying to tap in and just get some ideas, different way to look at things. See how I said that, things? Every time I hear that, I think of Stevie Ray Vaughan. Things. And I don't know, I've never met the guy, but he's been on my mind a lot lately. Maybe I should talk to him and go, hey, Stevie. Anyway, just one of the best guitar players in my opinion, in my humble opinion. Anyway, where am I? It's a Sunday. The time changes messed me all up. It will be so good if we are just on one time zone. All right, so Sunday with Spirit. Here's what I'm thinking. So this idea came to me a while ago, and I think a lot of it came from watching Cash's transition pictures, and he may have said this, and if he did, well, I thought it first. But what if we end up in that tunnel going to our transition and we're hanging on to things and we're not flowing to the destination as fast, we're hanging on to the earthly plane. What are we hanging on to the earthly plane for? What is it that we can do today that we're not doing to have a more fulfilled life? Just a little question. What is it that we can do today that we're not doing so that when we transition, we're not going to regret it? All right. That's my question that I thought about. I pulled the cards. Let's drop them down and let's take a see what they are. So this is my enchanted map. This is Work Your Light. And this is Herb Crafter's Tarot. First time I've used this. I don't know why I'm using this. I had a reading where somebody says, you're going to be working a lot with herbs. And I go, you know what? I don't know anything about them. I don't really care. And then somebody sends me this tarot deck. I'm like, what? I like Tabasco. Is that a herb? Jalapeno on a stick. All right, let's just see what. So you guys need to pick a column, not a row, a column, and you can pick two. And I'm not really sure where this is going. So whatever I say is second to what you are thinking. First card, solitude. The question is, that doesn't help. For me anyway, not yet. It will. And pulling cards is kind of like pulling an onion. You open one layer and another layer, and then you go, oh, that makes so much sense. Solitude. What does solitude have to do with doing something right now to make your transition to the membrane smoother? What is something that you're not doing that you should be doing on this earth? staying alone, being alone. Does that make sense to you? Let's see where this is going. This is work your light. Where is the energy for this one? Protection. I guess I should hold up both of those. So we have solitude and protection. Call back your power. Cut the cords. Soul retrieval. So soul retrieval and solitude, just getting to that quiet place so that you can hear what your soul is really craving. Cutting the cords, like turning off YouTube, not yet. TV, cut that. Where you get your news, call back your power. Who are we giving our power to? Is it the news cycle that we just are obsessed with? And it's me. I mean, me too. So here we go. Herb crafters. Herb. I don't even know how to pronounce it. All right, look at the back. Those are really pretty. And what this is, 7 of water. Birch. All right, so here we have homework to do. I don't know what birch does for you. I could look it up. I'm not going to. I'll look it up later. If this is your row, you may want to look up birch and see what it does. 7 of water is 7 of cups. Illusion, delusion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Protection. 7 of those. Having this foggy, with the 7 of cups, this foggy element to it where you can't see clearly. You can't see the lighthouse through the mist. But you can see the light. I wish I could hit pause. I'd go look up birch, but I can't, so I'm not going to. I think it's mainly to go inside and really find this column here is suggesting that you're not looking deep enough, that you're just looking at the fog and you're not going through that, you're not penetrating that to really find out what your talents are, where you are with that. Column 2, flying. Did you hear that Learjet is no longer, they're going to stop making them? So you're not going to be flying in a Learjet. You would think that they'd be stopping that because of environmental concerns. No, they just need bigger jets. Flying. So when I look at this, I go, it's similar to this one too. You've got to get out of your maze. You got to go above it and look down and see what it is, but just taking off. The energy for you. Mintanken, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. I love that picture. We have bumper stickers around here that say, I'm still pissed I didn't come out as a mermaid. I wasn't born a mermaid. And that's what That's what she is. She's a mermaid. Looking at the different worlds, flying, the original light workers. Interesting. Madre of air, and this is Motherwort. Look that up. Motherwort. So this is Queen of Swords. And she's harvesting that a little bit. So what I'm getting here is, why is that this is calling you to be a light worker. This is calling you to cut down the barriers that are keeping you on this earthly plane from flying. It's opening things up so you can see the truth. And flying does that too. As you look down from below, you get a clear picture. Third column, cleaning house. Well, we all could do with a little bit of that, can't we? Cleaning house. Oh, I'm sorry. I should put that up there so you can see. Cleaning house. Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. I love these cards. Council of Light, divine orchestration, helper in the subtle realms. When we clean house, do we think that we're getting rid of something, or do we think that we're making room for something? I got to take this garbage out, or I've got to allow divine orchestration in. In the foods you should eat, ginger. I know what ginger is. 8 of fire. So when you clean house, 8 of fire, fast ideas, passion, movement. When you clean house, when you bring in the divine orchestration, things are going to happen really fast. It's going to be spicy. And it may seem a little out of control. Watch out. Be careful. That's a pretty funny card. All right. The last column, 4. Home. Interesting. Solitude, home. I mean, it's funny. What are we doing? What the question was, what should we be doing to that we're not doing now? What should we be doing that we're not doing now to make our transfer into that membrane easier? That we're not being attached to this earth. I wish I would have done that. Look at that. Solitude, home. Very interesting to me. The crumbling. What are you holding on to? This is all about fear, right? What are you clinging on to, I should say? Is this like the tower? I guess. So we're so protected in our home that we're not venturing out. We're hanging on to it too much, locking ourselves away. And the herb card. is the 10 of air. And the herb is alfalfa. Alfalfa. This card, I mean, 10 of air, I gotta pull my cheat sheet, because if I remember right, which I sometimes do, sometimes don't, the air cards are swords, yeah. So you have the 10 of swords being stabbed in the back. Staying at home is, you're just gonna, that's not gonna work for you. It's just gonna crumble you. It's gonna stab you in the back. I don't know how that plays out in COVID, because we're all staying at home. I want to pull some extra on that. Clarifier on that one. Okay. So, staying at home, what is the action? We know that this is not just being solitary. Is, I mean, these two are fairly similar, even though this one does have some action. Think about it. Go into a soul retrieval on this line here. But this fourth column, it just says, if you stay, to me, it says, if you stay home, you're going to be stabbed in the back. When the time comes, the crumbling, what are you clinging onto? It's that you never left your house. That you never left the comfort of your world. So let's just see if we can get some clarification on this fourth column. Can you clarify? What do we need to do so that we're not regretting when we transition? Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving, finding a balance. Nine of Wands. Again, it's finding a balance. Look at that, looks like an egg. And Ace of Swords. A new truth, a new beginning, a new way of cutting alfalfa, I would think. This is also letting go of the guilt, letting go of the worry. I'm looking up the colors, the chakras. Yellow is the body's battery, rebalancing the body's battery. And pink, would that be the root chakra? I think it might be. Just grounding in security, survival. You think that's important, but it's really keeping you imprisoned a little bit. All right. This was a different reading. I thought I was going to get something a lot different than what we got with this. It's, and just looking at the generalness of it, you have solitude and home, bookmarking, flying, and cleaning house. So the solitude and staying home is not allowing us to fly. But we do need to clean house. We do need to let go of some things. We do need to get clear from this solitude in this 7 of water. You know, it just really tells me to focus on bringing in helpers to help you clean the house so that we can fly, so that we can be light workers. And you almost need to have that Queen of Swords energy. And it's not a take no prisoners energy, but it is, I know where I've come from, and I know who I am, and I'm strong enough to do the work that needs to do to clear this so that I can see, so that I have a better vision. So if we picked all of them, that's what I would get out of it. But this solitude is so important to hear our light workers, to hear our counsel of light. So I don't think it's like to let it go completely, but it's to use it for our better good. And I think that's different than home, being locked in the home, especially when that follows it. Okay, that's it. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for being with me on Sunday with Spirit. And that's it. Peace and love.